Welcome to another episode. Married 39 years, retired, 3 children, 7 grandchildren, and a perfectly good life on land. We're trading our comfortable routine for an adventure while we're still young enough to climb a mast and old enough to know better. This is your Captain Tiny. And I'm your first mate, Bubbles. And this is our saga aboard Tiny Bubbles. Follow the journey with all its triumphs, laughs, and challenging moments. And be inspired to dream about your adventure. We have our first set of friend guests coming to Tiny Bubbles. And that is going to happen in a few days. And Lord willing, this weather gets better before then, because we want to do things with them. They're bringing us supplies. Bless their little hearts. They are bringing supplies. So really that's above and beyond, but so grateful for it, because we cannot get shipments here easily. So that's how we're going to be spending the next couple days in preparation, and we're excited.
Hi friends, let me introduce myself. My name is Tara, and my husband and I have been friends with the Johnstons for maybe 15 years already. They actually used to live right down the street from us here in Indiana. So some of you may already know me, and those of you that don't, we've had something very exciting happen in our lives recently. My husband quit his job February 12th, and we have been on a tour of the country ever since. And so now we are going to actually leave the country and are so thrilled to go and spend time with the Johnstons on Tiny Bubbles, their Leopard 45 Catamaran. Can you believe it? I can't. I've never lived on a boat. I've never stayed on a boat. Well, I guess I went on a cruise. Not the same. So this coming Monday, we are going to, with 2 other friends, we are going to fly to the Bahamas and take an inter-island flight down to Georgetown, and they're gonna come and scoop us up and we are gonna stay with them on their catamaran for 4 nights, I believe. I don't know, maybe I can weasel my way on for longer, we'll see. But anyway, Tammy has sent me a few packages to bring with us. So we're gonna pack an extra bag, bring a big empty bag, and fill it up with the things that she's asked for. So I just wanted to do a quick unboxing and show you what we're taking with us for the boat. Oh, this looks like a bathing suit. It sure is. Ooh, a neon bathing suit, I love that. Be lucky if I give this out, actually. Okay. Here's the thing with me. Maybe this is for built for tough vest, gear, and heavy equipment. I don't know boat things, but this looks like something to dry life vest. I don't know, maybe. What do you do on a boat? I have no clue. Oh. Nope, keeping. Sorry, Tammy. Sorry, Dale. Sea Sucker Vacuum Mount. So, this is the portion where I open the things and then I guess what they're for. And this is a game that I'm gonna make up right now. This is vacuum mount. So either a vacuum gets mounted on these, or this is something that you put a tube on to suck water out of the boat, like a bilge pump. Probably not though. Okay. Oh, drive belt. Well, it doesn't say drive belts. It says, well, they look like belts to me. They look like engine belts because they've got the ridges here. Let's see. Driven by possibility. Provides the longest life on most demanding applications while offering the lowest cost per mile. It still doesn't really say what it is, but if that was a bad guess, ignore it. What Tammy wants, Tammy gets. All right, I love you all, and I'll see you soon.
Our friends are showing up this afternoon. We pick our guests up at 5 o'clock. So that's gonna be our first time to welcome guests at an anchorage. So it's pretty exciting. So Dale is on his way to pick up our friends. When he comes back, we'll have 4 lovely people to share our boat with. I'm staying behind to get some food out. I've got some sourdough bread and a balsamic olive oil dip. I have marinated shrimp. I also have brownies and cheese, salami, and crackers. Hopefully that will do the trick. They're getting the Tiny Bubbles salute. Then we're gonna drink some Tiny Bubbles. 2 dinghies. It's taking 2 dinghies to get my friends and their luggage.
There she is! Woo! Oh, woo! Look at Bubbles! Oh, baby.
What's with all the bubbles?
Where I didn't get wet at all, so.
Stay right there for a minute.
Welcome! Uh-oh, here.
What are you doing?
I don't know. What are you doing here?
Oh, these shoes
Oh,
are
I love it. It's so good to see you.
Oh, how was your flight?
Great. Which one? They're all 3 of them.
Oh wait, you need the bubble salute. Oh, that I spilled on that. Oh, where's your... Thank you, Christian.
Yeah, you are welcome. Hey, how many bubble guns do you have?
I brought you 2 more.
You did?
You know, I mean, we've seen so many videos. It's like,
Oh,
it's like
that
showing up on a TV set. Yeah, I already know that. I already know what it is.
Thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
I mean,
You know, it's
seriously.
funny. The last time we saw you guys, it was.
Yes, the last time we saw these friends, life looked very different. We were all together in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. At the time, Ashley and Landon were still brand new friends to us, people we'd only recently met through Dan and Tara, both Southwest pilots. Dan and Tara, on the other hand, had already shared years of memories with us, Mexico vacations, neighborhood cookouts, and ordinary life back in Indiana. During that particular week in Mexico, a lot of things changed. It was right after Dale's final flight with Southwest Airlines. Retirement had officially begun. Also joining us in Mexico that year were my son Caleb, his wife Tony, and their 2 kids, Murphy and Balian. Also on that vacation was my sister Dawn and her husband Tim. And while we were relaxing by the pool, we got a message from our broker about a 2022 Leopard 45, a private listing, not yet advertised. Suddenly the stream we talked about for years didn't feel so far away anymore. That week in Mexico became more than just a vacation. It became the beginning of Tiny Bubbles. And right after this photo was taken, I went to check my phone to see if our offer had been accepted.
What happened?
We bought a boat!
Congratulations.
We couldn't wait to tell our son and his family that our offer had been accepted. Tiny Bubbles was officially ours. There was so much excitement in that moment. So many ideas of what the new life might become. We were standing at the very beginning of an adventure that would change almost everything about our lives.
And then here we are.
I was thinking about the other day, and I was like, I have been manifesting this for myself since that day. You guys found out.
Well, you guys were there the day we knew the offer had happened, and
Tammy, you look so good. Like, this life really suits you.
We just told Dale the same thing. I was like, Dale, I said, I look younger.
oh wow,
Yeah.
thank you.
I was actually
man,
thinking
you
the same
guys.
thing. I was going to tell him, I'm like,
Oh
dude,
my gosh.
the retirement is
Yeah.
definitely
Totally.
not hurting you.
I should just retire now.
God, we'll look
Really?
younger by the end of the week.
Please.
So, all right, cheers.
If you're going to introduce friends to life in the Bahamas, Stocking Island is a pretty incredible place to do it. We were anchored in turquoise water just steps away from two of Exuma's most iconic hangouts, Chat and Chill and the Coconut Club. So naturally, our first official stop was Chat and Chill.
You got one behind you too. We've had a full afternoon, and I think the next activity is to sit in the water and drink our afternoon beverage. Right there. Tiny bubbles colors right there. So good.
All right, ready? Yeah. One. Now arms up when you jump. 1, 2, 3. Hold it.
The best part is to know we can hear the song in the
Don't do it! No, dude! Definitely don't.
Except I'm in the splash zone.
Ashley was interested in learning more about scuba diving, but Dale wanted to start with something a little simpler, a hookah system. It lets you breathe underwater from the surface without carrying a full scuba tank, making it a great way to practice the basics and get comfortable in the water. For Ashley, her biggest challenge was clearing the pressure in her ears. This is a crucial skill you must be able to do before the underwater world really opens up.
Okay, now, just keep breathing. I just want you to take the ladder and push yourself underwater so the ladder's like here and you're just down a couple feet. Just continue to breathe. got it. One chicken valsalva. Okay. Tag her and have her come up. Okay, now clear your ears, just pinch and clear, just standard.
No, with your mask on.
With the mask on. There you go. Pinch and clear. You can't. Here, let me have this.
I have a tiny little nose. I can't even reach my nose through the mask.
Okay. Put the mask back on and just sit here and try to figure out. You either do this. Just take your thing and just push up on it, or push up on like this.
Or some people can do it rocking their jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always only been able to do it like by yawning or
Okay.
swallowing.
Okay. Well, just give yourself a couple shots and figure out how you can valsalva, because you're going to need to do it before you go down,
Okay.
and then do it constantly for the first 10 feet. Okay. Why don't you just go down to the bottom of the steps,
Okay.
just with this breathing,
Okay.
just like it is, and try to valsalva underwater.
Underwater. Okay.
Very slowly. I mean, just there you go. Your regular genuine mouth, and your mouth is full of water for whatever reason. All you got to do is blow out through it.
Just like a snorkel.
Okay.
All the water go right straight out of it. Okay.
Even without going very deep, there's something magical about that first experience breathing underwater. Weightless, quiet, peaceful. Ashley never quite felt like her ears fully cleared, but she still got a small glimpse into the underwater world that keeps calling us back again and again.
How was it? I definitely could not clear my ears.
And if you've noticed a suspicious amount of neon swimwear during this episode, you are not imagining things. Dale introduced this friend group to neon swimsuits back in 2014. And of course, the rest of us eventually decided we needed neon suits too. Somehow, more than a decade later, not only is the tradition still alive, he's somehow still wearing that exact same suit. At this point, the neon may actually be part of his personality. Who knew? The next morning, we decided it was time to give our friends a true taste of the sailing life. The plan was simple: leave Stocking Island and make a short trip over to Children's Bay. But before we pulled anchor, Dale was already watching the forecast carefully. The winds and seas looked questionable. And when you have guests aboard, especially guests who may not love rough seas, those decisions matter. Still, we decided to give it a try. We pulled anchor, headed into the Exumas Sound, and raised the sails. For a little while, everyone got to experience what it feels like to be underway on tiny bubbles. Would you like to go port to port or starboard to starboard? Will do.
I'm the cat right behind you, so I'll slow down.
Oh, okay, thank you very much.
Safe travels. I love it.
We decided to overnight at a new anchorage, so we are underway, and we've got the sails up and the engines off, which is always our favorite way to get from point A to point B.
But not long into the trip, it became clear the conditions just weren't worth it. So instead, we made what turned out to be the right call. We turned around, returned to our original anchorage, and enjoyed another beautiful night at Stocking Island. Here's what we're doing.
Tell them what we're doing.
You tell them what we're doing.
We're playing the best game ever that I never knew existed.
I mean,
First time. Aggravation.
aggravation marbles, but it's a commitment on a boat because you have to have this big ass board and you got to store it somewhere, and then all the marbles and the cards. But every person we play this game with is like, I need the board. I need to get one. So it's super fun.
I think my favorite part is not only is it a solo game, but also it's men versus women.
The next afternoon, the girls decided we were going to paddleboard over to the Coconut Club. There was just one small problem. One of our paddleboards had popped. So naturally, the three of us decided sharing one paddleboard seemed like a perfectly reasonable plan.
Okay, we're getting ready to get three
Actually, I'm stuck in the middle one.
hot ladies onto one paddleboard. And our goal is to make it to the beach dry.
We'll see. My money's on not dry.
Here's our pilot. She's going to pilot the whole thing. Tara and I are just going to sit there and watch her do her best work. I'm going to navigate. We're doing it! Woohoo!
I feel like I'm a wedgie the size of them.
We're not going anywhere, girls. Paddle harder, harder.
You're supposed to be drumming.
Oh.
That's real fast. That's real fast. We're really making progress. I can feel it.
Our knight in shining armor. He's coming to rescue us. Oh, Jeff. The best human. The best human.
You never come outside.
We've got...
Hey, ladies.
Hi, Jeff. Oh, no. Okay.
This thing does not turn against the wind very well.
Neither is this.
Apparently we don't either. Do you want us to hold your rope?
Never done this before.
We haven't either. Our goal is to get there dry. But yeah! Yeah, if he does let go of that man, we're gonna get a slap in the face. This is true friendship right here. Yeah, we thought it would be a breeze, but it's not really. Are we thirsty?
Very thirsty. You worked hard. That was hard work.
Get something to drink. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers, cheers. Thank you.
Are you having a diet? I'll have that as well. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. Look at this gully walk. Where did you guys get your hats? You need one of these, Stella. I need those for both of my daughters. That's amazing. Thank you. Look at this menu. She said happy hour. Everything is always happy here. She makes every hour happy hour.
So we're having a sundowners night aboard Tiny Bubbles, and we got a lot of people that joined. Darlene, you came aboard, and what did you just tell me? Look at
I'm gonna drink tonight. I feel like I should have my tiny bubbles.
yes, yes. And there's, well, there are peers, but I call them our parents. Jack and Amy, they're our parents.
Mentors, how's that?
Yeah. Very good, very good. So good.
Oh, I thought you had a bigger bell.
There's a joke there somewhere.
Jack and Amy really have been our mentors. We spent a week aboard their boat before we ever bought Tiny Bubbles. But Jack is getting ready to tell you an interesting story about our beginning.
You know, we do videos and all these other things. And I was like, you know, I don't know about Tammy. She's emotional. She's crying and shit. And it's like, those kind of conversations Amy and I have had more than once, and I'm always wrong.
I believe you. I believe you.
Is that what's recorded right here? So we're a couple days into it. We're going around the BVI with some friends, and we're up in what was that? Sweet Baby James, the cab driver, or something like that.
So let me interject.
Okay.
So we're on a cab ride, and the black lights everywhere, and people would just interject a song, and we would start singing.
People, Tammy, you know. people.
And everybody was singing.
So she's trying to get me to sing, and I'm singing, and I go, all right. And I go, all right. I got one for you. You got, no one. I learned this in high school.
Do it just like we did it.
All right. I learned this in high school, and I brought this song up many times. It's a blues song, sort of. And I'm like, no one's ever heard this song. All right, let's go. So I start singing this song. Ready?
Do it.
Lovers in the night,
exchanging rubbers. This one is too tight. I need another. This one is too loose. It's letting out the juice. And he looks at me. He's like, "How do you know that song?"
The only person. I'm 63 years old. I learned that song when I was 14. This is the only person on the planet that I have ever met that knows that song. And this woman and I bonded in a cab.
One of the things that was quite memorable about our week with our friends aboard Tiny Bubbles is how much music filled it. Somewhere between the sunsets and dinghy rides, we were always picking up a guitar or the ukulele, singing and laughing so hard that everyone else joined in.
Touching touching me, touching you.
Music has a funny way of turning ordinary moments into lasting memories, and by the end of the week, it felt like we'd spend half of our time singing at the top of our lungs, and the other half laughing about it afterwards. Somehow the week went by way too fast. Hoping to get everyone and their luggage across the harbor dry, we hired a water taxi to carry them from Tiny Bubbles back to Georgetown for the long journey home.
Thank you.
Thank you. See y'all.
Flights, taxis, ferrying luggage, weather windows, early alarms. Visiting friends on a sailboat takes far more effort than a typical vacation, and watching them disappear into the darkness that morning reminded us just how much time, energy, and love our friends had invested simply to come and share this life with us for a few days. Sending your friends off in the complete darkness in a little boat. To Dan and Tara, Ashley and Landon, thank you for making the journey. Thank you for embracing this crazy little floating life of ours. And thank you for filling Tiny Bubbles with laughter, music, friendship, and memories we'll carry for a very long time. Your visit was a gift, and we won't forget it.
Have you been following along with Tiny Bubbles this whole trip? This whole time? For months? I know the last time I checked they were up to 700 followers, so get on there, subscribe, hit like and subscribe.
Before I wrap up this episode of Friends Week, I wanted to do a little something special for my grandchildren. I have 7 of them. And a few of them get to watch our episodes from time to time, and one in particular asked to watch a few of our episodes over and over. So I wanted to do a little something special that I thought they might enjoy. And so I'm going to introduce you to a little character. His name is Tybal. His name comes from Tiny Bubbles, the first part of Tiny, the last part of Bubbles. So I hope you enjoy this little segment. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and your participation in our story really does encourage us and means everything. So, see you next time.
Oh, look! Who is this? Every adventure has a little bubble. Say hello to Tybal. He sails the seas. And he joins us on big adventures. He hides in every single episode. Can you find Tybal in today's episode? See you next time.